Welcome back to another video, guys. I am Robbie.
I'm Jye.
And today we're looking at Alexander Payne's latest directorial effort, Downsizing.
The cause of all the catastrophes we are seeing today is overpopulation. We are proud to unveil the only practical remedy to humanity's gravest problem. Are you ready, Doctor?
Yes, I'm ready.
Wow, that is wild, isn't it? It's just wild.
Downsizing was written and directed by Alexander Payne, and it stars Matt Damon, Kristen Wiig, Jason Sudeikis, and Christoph Waltz.
Yep. So pretty much the world is overpopulated, and scientists, or one scientist,
Have a breakthrough.
come up with a plan to shrink people in a
Downsize, they call it.
in a process they call downsizing.
Yeah.
And the fun begins when Matt Damon
Begins. The fun.
when exactly, we'll get to it. When Matt Damon and Kristen Wiig decide to go through with the process of downsizing and move into Leisureland, I think, is it called?
Yeah.
And so it's a lot more happens, but
And a lot more doesn't happen at the same time.
yes, yeah. So look, I'm just gonna.
Okay, so this is half a good movie.
So I've just come out and say it. This is a good and bad film.
Yeah.
So
The beginning's good, the ending is horrible.
yeah, I the first half is good. The second half is really bad.
It just sucks.
And
It really sucks.
It drags on. So the film starts off with this really cool science fiction plot that, has the potential to be comedic, dramatic, whatever, and the movie completely runs it into the ground and just goes nowhere with it.
It runs beyond and into the ground. It
Comes
buries,
out the other side.
It buries like 6 feet deep and just pummels heaps of crap on top at the same time. It really goes downhill so fast.
So the whole beginning where we get introduced to the process and we see the small people, and then the whole thing when Matt Damon and Kristen Wiig decide to do it, and they're heading there, and that's all fun.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and the first day in Leisureland.
Yeah, this is fun. This is really good. Something happens which is in the trailer. We can say, right?
If you haven't seen trailer number 2, this is a potential spoiler.
Yeah, but I mean, we have to talk about this.
Yeah, kind of.
So just look away for mute the audio for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But pretty much, Kristen Wiig just backs out.
She bails
at the last minute. So it's just Matt Damon. So, and then he meets Christoph Waltz. So ever since he meets Christoph Waltz, ever since his character comes into it, the film turns to absolute shit for me.
Yeah.
Just absolutely boring.
Cool. Spoilers over now.
Spoilers over. Come back, guys. We're good.
If you're listening.
Just put a flashing thing down the bottom. So that's when the film turns for me.
Yeah.
Right when he gets there, he meets Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, since it's not for me. It's not the moment Christoph Waltz comes on. It's all like Christoph Waltz intro.
Mm-hmm.
It's the minute, like there's that party scene.
The party, yeah.
The morning after, that's when the movie turns.
That's when the movie really turns. The party and his introduction. I was kind of like, okay, this is
when we're introduced to another new character.
Yes.
I can't remember her
Neither
name.
can I. And then we go to just outside.
We see. Obviously, like in the real world, there's the
nice
part
and the
and
not so nice part,
like the slums kind of thing. And so you see like the slums of miniature world, pretty much.
Yeah.
And it stays there far too long.
And the film just rams the environmental message down your throat completely. It doesn't just ram down your throat. It rams down your throat, holds it there, twists its arm around, then pulls it back out, pushes it back down again.
Chokes you with it, and you just feel suffocated by this thing. It's
punched in the face by the film.
Really, it does. It's environmental messages to the extreme.
And then after that environmental message, another environmental
and
message.
Then
another one comes in, and a whole new plot starts up with another one.
Yeah. And the film gets so bogged down by it, it becomes beyond depressing.
Yeah.
Not just because the film could have been so much better, but just the messages and what it's doing. It brings it down to such a depressing state. I switched off completely.
So did I. And the film is long too. It's like 2 hours 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
So I mean that's not that long in all honesty.
But that's going to show how boring it gets.
It makes it feel so long.
Yeah.
And Yeah, so the trailer, you know, if you've seen any of the trailers, it looks like this light-hearted, fun romp. And
I was intrigued.
I'm all for movies, you know, like, you know, if they have a misleading trailer, whatever, if the movie's still along the same lines, it's fine. But this one is just so completely different and so completely not what the trailer makes it out to be. And it just wastes this really good premise.
Mm-hmm.
This whole science fiction-y kind of downsizing process is completely wasted. Honestly, the second half of the film, the whole downsize aspect could have not happened, and this second half of the film could have been an entirely new film.
Which I wouldn't have seen.
No, definitely not. Which, would have got a low rating.
Yeah, it's... And the ending is it's just bad. The whole thing's bad. It's bad. It's horrible.
Well, not the whole thing. The whole second.
I'm sorry. I meant the ending.
Yeah.
It rams down everything down your throat. But the ending is predictable.
Yeah.
It sets up to be like this unpredictable thing. You're like, this is gonna happen, and beat for beat it happens. And if it wasn't because I love Matt Damon so much, an actor, I would have probably just walked out, which I never walk out of the film.
Yeah, this one wasn't good. I stuck it through to the end, and yeah, really, I if I had it left halfway through, it wouldn't have mattered.
Like I said, I was intrigued with the premise. The trailer didn't blow me away, but I was captivated enough to be curious what the film did with a pretty original idea.
Right.
Alexander Payne, I haven't seen much of his stuff. I love The Descendants. About Schmidt, I didn't mind.
He can make good movies. This is just not one of them.
And without a doubt, it's one of them. But I went because it's Matt Damon, and Matt Damon's one of my favourite actors.
Yeah. I mean, Kristen Wiig and Christoph Waltz are good too. Jason
Stathis got like a two-scene
and there's a whole other bunch of people in it that are just completely wasted. Neil Patrick Harris, Laura Dern.
Yeah.
They're just in it for 2 seconds and gone.
Just to have them in it. Such you blink and you miss kind of performances. And in the trailer, Matt Damon seems to come over as a bit like in The Martian, you know, that lovable, well, not idiot, but just
there's bits in the trailer like that are in the film, you know, but it's like, that's wild. It's wild.
Yeah,
and, like, he comes across as this really optimistic kind of likable, jokey guy, but really it's really only those scenes that he's like that in, and the rest of the film he's not like that at all.
And like the scene with the vodka, the giant vodka bottle. That's not even in the film.
It's not in the film, and that's like the at the cinema. That was like the main thing on the poster.
The catch, like you see him pouring like vodka. I'm assuming it was vodka because it was vodka bottle. It could be just water.
It was absolute vodka. Yeah, but
it could be just water, but still, you see a massive, absolute vodka bottle.
Yeah.
And you know, you see Matt Damon, and it's like, oh wow, that's so wild. I'm like,
yeah, it's just going to be a fun romp.
Yeah.
And I mean, fair enough, movies do that all the time where there's scenes in the trailer that aren't in the film. But for such an iconic scene that they shoved in even like 5-second poster, like motion posters, it was in it.
Yeah.
So like, it was a weird one not to actually be in the film.
Yeah. I'm kind of done talking about this one.
Oh, for sure. You know, like I have my rating in mind, but talking about it makes me want to lower the rating. But I'll stick with my original rating. But thinking back on it makes me want to lower it. I don't know whether I should or not.
2 stars. I've just lowered it.
Yeah, so we were both on 2.5. Yeah, I'm going down to 2 as well.
Yeah.
It's getting worse the more I think of it.
Screw this movie.
First half is good.
First half's good.
First hour's fun. Like, it's fun. Yeah.
Funny little thing. Because I love Jurassic Park, the franchise. Jurassic Park 3 for me is the weak link.
Right.
Just I think the writing in it sucks. The story sucks. When I watched it again after seeing The Descendants, I was like, Alexander Payne co-wrote the story. I'm like, how does that happen?
Right.
How do you go from The Descendants and all these fairly, like, good movies
Sideways,
to Jurassic Park 3? Now I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 stars.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
And you may say to yourself, my God, what have I done?
The small world is filled with things to see.
Same as it ever was.
Sometimes you think we're in the normal world, and then something happens. Oh my God. And you realize we're not.
Alright guys, thanks for watching our review for Downsizing. I think we've made Cinephiles history here by both downsizing our star rating for this movie. If you like what you see, keep watching. We'll be more professional than this. And until next time, we'll see you at the movies.